If you're a coach who wants to write a book, but you're just not sure exactly what you will write about, like the idea is not crystal clear in your mind, here is what can help with that. So I've published 2 books that have successfully brought me 6 figures of backend revenue, multiple 6 figures, in 2 different niches, one in the real estate niche, one in the coaching niche. And the reason why I was able to succeed with just me and my small audience and a self-published book, I didn't have any help, was because the books were packaged correctly. Okay. And when I say correctly, there are 3 pillars to packaging a book correctly. Let's go over those. Pillar number 1 is that the book is pointed at a specific demographic. It's clear. Who is the book for? My first book was for real estate investors. My second book was for online coaches. Okay. So very clear, you're scrolling, you see, okay, this book is for me. Got to have that. Pillar number 2 is the books promised a tangible outcome. Okay. People struggle with this. Tangible means you know for sure whether you got it or not. Okay. It's like a clear finish line that you can cross. Giving someone confidence or whatever, that's not tangible enough. But what is tangible, or what was tangible in the books that I wrote, the first one was helping real estate investors to hire a sales rep so that they could get more leads for their business. So you know that you got the outcome when you have hired that sales rep and your leads increase in your business, right? It's just pretty clear that either happened or it didn't. In my second book, Nail Your Niche, it's all about helping a coach nail their niche. And so the tangible outcome is, did you get clarity on your niche or not? Did you pick your niche, right? And so those are the first 2 pillars to review. The first one is clarity on the client demographic, and the second one is clarity on the tangible outcome that the book delivers. Most people can get that far. If you don't have those things, your book's going to struggle. But if you get that far, you're doing better. But there's the third one is what ties it all together. And this is where the magic happens, okay? The third one is your unique concept. So, and to bring it back to my books, and to be honest, I kind of got lucky. Like, I'm not trying to act like I'm a genius. Looking back, I was the first person to write books on these 2 topics. And now I realize that that's a necessity if you want to have a chance of succeeding. Case in point, the first book was about, again, how a real estate investor can hire an acquisition manager to get more leads for their business. Why was that unique? It's unique because nobody else had written a book on that topic yet. And still to this day, nobody has 6 years after it's been published. It's the only book out there on the topic. Even to this day, people are still buying it. I think like occasionally, like in 1 month, I'll sell like 100 copies of the book or something. And I'm like, that's interesting. And I think, when someone hosts like a small real estate seminar, they're buying like 100 copies and, handing them out to all their attendees because it's just like one of the required reading type things because all the sales come in like all on the same day. And it's really just because it's the only guide out there on how to do that. And then with my second book, it's a book on how to choose the right niche for your coaching business. This is something coaches struggle with forever. Nobody's ever written a book on how to do just that. And so it's when you're trying to figure out what's unique about what you do, it's usually the way that, remember we talked about pillars 1 and 2 are the client that it's for. the demographic and then the tangible outcome. It's usually like the way those two things are paired that makes it unique. Like with my second book, there are books about how to find your niche, but it's more like your business niche or your niche in life. And then or how to niche down, there's books about that. And there's also lots of books for coaches, but there wasn't a book, and there still isn't, about helping a coach find their niche. With the other book, there's lots of books about hiring salespeople. There's lots of books about real estate investing, but there's no book about hiring a sales rep for a real estate investing company. And the book that I'm halfway through right now is a book on how to write a book to grow your coaching business and get clients. And again, it's the same deal, right? It's like there's books out there on how to write books, and there's books out there to help you, grow your coaching business. But there is not a book on how to write a book to grow your coaching business. So it's the blend between who it's for and what it does, where you can find your secret sauce. And this is not always super easy for people to figure out. But it's usually right under your nose. It's linked to your own story and what you've already done. And at least in my case, all three were like milestones on my own story. And I could look back and say, okay, I can see, what my unique angle is because it's something I've already done. If you want my help with this, then you should book a call with me to see if we would be a good fit, working together one-on-one to help you publish a book to grow your coaching business. That's all I got for you guys. Please leave a review if you found this valuable. If you want to book a call, the link is in the description. It's brianelwood.net/book. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.